Shoals, Indiana has a population of about 800. Shoals is located on the East Fork of White River in the southwestern part of the state. It's about an hour's drive from Bloomington and only 15 minutes west of the French Lick West Baden Resort. The mascot and nickname of Shoals High School is the Jug Rocks, a name taken from the unique sandstone rock formation nestled in the woods in the west part of the town. The Jug Rock is about 60 feet high and 20 feet in diameter. It's the largest freestanding table rock formation east of the Mississippi River. With its rolling wooded hills and wide river bottoms, Shoals in Martin County has some of the most beautiful scenery in the state. Rich in natural attractions like caves, springs, rock formations, streams, and cliffs, Martin County has much to offer the nature enthusiast. Many people like to experience the area's natural beauty in its purest form by canoeing on White River or trekking on the many miles of hiking paths. Here they can observe the many springs flowing into the river and the sandstone bluffs soaring above the narrow, rugged river valley. This is the setting for the Catfish Festival, a unique Hoosier community celebration that's been going on for over 25 years in this small river community.
Our community may be small, but it has a large heart. Everyone cares about our community in their own special way, and it's just Shoals. It's really unique, and no one else can get to say that their hometown's biggest thing is a Catfish Festival.
The Catfish Festival does just about everything you could think of to celebrate the catfish and the 4th of July. It's a hometown reunion that embraces patriotism, community pride, and the river culture of Shoals, Indiana.
Our town is small, and this is one of the biggest things we have going for us, and people from all over come. And there's just so many things to do, from the parade to the cooking contest, the fishing contest. And one of the neat things, I think, is when the queen kisses the catfish. The biggest catfish is caught. I think that's great.
A lot of people come and plan their vacations during our catfish. It's time for families to get together, and we just have a good time. And a lot of families have their reunions at this time, and we just like it. Small town. Small town.
Wow, you see people at Catfish that you haven't seen since last year at Catfish. Whether it be on Main Street or down at the ballpark or out here on this bridge, just walking by to see who's out here. Yeah, you'll never know who you run into.
I can see that it's a little slice of Americana that is very genuine, whale of a lot of fun, and the local Lions Club, they use the money that they make in this festival to do a lot of good things in our town. So it's just a winner all the way around.
I would say I enjoy coming down and walking around and talking to people I haven't seen for a while. Seeing the big catfish in the catfish tank once the competition's over. Watching the fishermen off the bridge.
People do buy in because there's something for everybody. Everybody has a vested interest in what's good for the community. It's a celebration of the 4th of July. At the same time, it allows people to come home. You'll see a lot of people you haven't seen for years. Relatives will have reunions just based around the festival because that's when everybody is here. It's very important.
Sometimes at the Catfish Festival you see people that you haven't seen in years, kind of like me. Like I came home and people haven't seen me in a long, long time. So it's kind of like a reunion of sorts, like where everybody comes back and sees each other.
The best part of this festival is I get to see people that I haven't seen for 20 years. Everybody comes back to Shoals for the 4th of July, it seems like. This festival, it brings everybody out together. It makes a little income for the community so we can support things like the ballpark and different projects. And it's probably one of the biggest 4th of July festivals in southwest Indiana. But to me, I don't want to be any place else on the 4th of July but here.
We're frying fish and selling catfish. And tonight it will be busy, busy, busy. It's not been too busy because there's a lot of people still working today on Friday. But it's going to be a busy time tonight.
How's she doing? She doing all right?
She's doing a fine job.
Okay.
She's the best fish breader we got.
You'd tell her if she wasn't, right?
I would. Yes, she would.
So how long have you guys been involved in this festival?
Well, 26 years.
How long's it been going on?
26 years.
How did you get involved?
I joined the Lions Club. My girlfriend and I, Teresa Foreman, which has been is the past president, and we was the first 2 women members here in Shoals. So we've been working steady. We do the parade. We've done the parade, 4th of July parade, probably about 8 or 10 years. It's been a while. We work here in the stands, and we make quite a bit of money, and we give it, back to different projects of different things.
Tell me about that first Catfish Festival. How did it come about, and how did it go off?
I think Steve Deckard had a lot to do with it. Steve Deckard and Jeanne Shaw, and he passed away last year. And he was one of our fine members.
Yeah.
And I think they were walking across the bridge one day, and they kind of thought maybe having some kind of a festival. And everybody fishes off the bridge, and we all think of catfish when we think of shoals. So that's just how it all started.
I named that first year, and the name stuck, and it went over so well with the great catfish McBate that first year between Frank McCloskey and Rick McIntyre, both very nice gentlemen, both deceased now, and that helped us get the ball rolling.
What do you think about having the catfish associated with your town here?
Well, a lot of people make fun of it, but we're proud of it, It's White River, we live on White River, and the catfish is what's brought us all together as a community, Having this Catfish Festival, all the different activities around the catfish, fishing contest, the Catfish Queen pageants.
Shoals is always noted for the river and the fishing.
So would you consider yourself a river rat when you were...
I am a river rat.
Okay, you still are a river rat.
Still are. We have a place on the river too. And
go ahead and tell me what a river rat is.
Well, a river rat's somebody who was raised on the riverbank nearly, and spent a lot of their childhood fishing and boating.
Well, I've been fishing off this bridge in particular since I was probably 10 years old. My dad taught me how to fish off this bridge as well as the railroad trestle, and ever since the first fish was hooked, I've been hooked. It's a little bit of an art fishing off the bridge almost. I mean, yeah, you can drop a line right in the water with a big weight, but to fish it right, you gotta have a little finesse.
Well, they're trying to catch catfish, only catfish, off this bridge. And it's probably more than 50 feet below to the riverbed. So it's very difficult to do. And we weigh each catfish they catch. And the object is to get the heaviest daily stringer weight. And also there's a separate prize for the biggest single fish. I have been the contest chairman for, I think this is my 14th year.
14th year. How'd you get into this?
A gentleman retired and asked me if I would take his place, and I did. And I've enjoyed it every year.
What do you enjoy most about it?
Oh, I enjoy the people. They're very, very good, wholesome people. I like to be around them, and I like to be on the river, and I like people who fish.
I'll use the small bluegill and sunfish for flatheads. They tend to like them better. Flatheads tend to be bigger, win you the weight, big fish. But for the channel cats and flatheads as well, use chicken liver and shrimp. You just never know, it's a gamble. Some people use cheese bait, dough bait, just to each his own. And you can pretty much guarantee it, every 4th of July I'll be on this bridge with a line in the water.